Headlines tonight. Bombshells revealed inside the police investigation, from photos, video, cell phone records to stunning police interrogation tapes. We find Mom Casey online as early as March, surfing websites devoted to missing children. Was she already concocting a story way before that? And in a stunning interview, grandmother Cindy reveals who she believes is the real Zenaida Gonzalez. The investigation reveals Mom Casey and her father, George Anthony, are nearly coming to blows when he tries to open that car trunk, the same trunk that later smelled of human decomposition. Mom Casey Anthony caught online repeatedly Googling the name Zenaida Gonzalez. Was she actually creating the nanny's identity? We hear the interrogation where police confront grandmother Cindy about changing her story. Then grandmother Cindy actually points the finger at Jesse Grund.
We can't say, listen, I can't stand there in front of a newscast with you and say, everything that you've told so far is the same thing that we have been saying all along. Because I can't say that you changed it. And that's changing the focus from Caylee. Our ultimate goal is to find Caylee. We're going to do everything we can. We've been doing everything we can to find Caylee. I need you on my side.
I want to be on your side. I told you that from day one. Why do you think George and I let you have free reign?
I understand.
When we tried to give you stuff, no one wanted to take it. I think that Zanny, at this point, was a real person in the beginning. But I think Zanny is now whoever's watching Caylee. In my mind,
transferred the
name, yes. So I think she refers to, I believe...
So do you think we're spinning our wheels looking for a Zanny?
I'm not sure. But I have two theories, and I'll share that with you. Mm-hmm. I think Zanny could either be Amy or Jesse at this point.
Hundreds of pages of new documents released. One of the highlights, the biggest things, were the computer forensics, which indicate, of course, no indication or reference to Zenaida Gonzalez, either in photos, IM chats, nothing. There was a picture with a baby looking up at a teddy bear with a noose. And this is an anti-death penalty drawing or poster. It originated in the UK, but it was an image that was saved onto that home computer. And it said, why do people kill people who kill people, to show that killing people is bad?
Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. I want to thank you for being with us tonight. The desperate search for a beautiful 3-year-old Florida girl, Kelly.
Well, I just got to tell you what my feelings are. I don't like how it smells. I'm being straight with you guys.
I'm sorry?
I don't like the smell in the car. I'm being straight with you guys.
We didn't like the smell either. Right.
I'm being straight and honest. I said, hey, Case, you know in the back of your trunk of the car we got these metal wedges you put underneath your wheel of a car if you jack your car so it doesn't move? I said, hey, I want to get that one out of your car because I have one already in the garage. I want to get that other one because I want to go ahead and rotate your mom's tires over this weekend. In case you're not home, I'd like to be able to do it. Oh, Dad, I'll get it out for you. In case I got an extra set of keys, I'll go in the trunk and get it. So her and I got a little verbal thing.
So you don't actually go in the
She don't want me to go in the trunk of the car. So as I'm getting ready to go out through our inner garage door before I open up the big garage door, she just blows right past me. Dad, I'll get your thing. She said something very crude to me that I don't appreciate. So as I'm walking out the garage with her, I'm walking at a pretty decent pace, and she's almost running out to her car. She says, Dad, I'll get it. I know where it's at. I said, Casey, I'm capable of reaching inside your trunk of your car, unbolting that thing, because when I bolt stuff down, I crank it down. And she says, Dad, I'll get it. As I'm walking, I just get back where the passenger rear taillight is to her car. She throws open the trunk. She said, here's your effing cans.
Straight out to Kathy Bellich with WFTV. Kathy, what's the latest?
Well, there's all kinds of information that's coming out. You were talking about that gas can incident, and he said that she just did not want him anywhere in the trunk of that car. Now, also the employee at the tow truck company said that he smelled that smell in the trunk as well when he was with George, and he was so panicked when they found a trash can in that trunk that there was going to be a body in that bag. And he said that they lifted that bag and it was light. And he just sort of went, there's no body in that bag. Just horrible stories, horrible stories.
Drew Petrabo with WDBO. He's joining us from outside the Anthony home there in Orlando. What can you tell me about Mom Casey Anthony actually visiting missing children websites, researching missing children as far back as May.
Yeah, that was happened actually on a computer that was right there in that home that was confiscated by investigators in the beginning of this investigation. And there were several searches for missing children, as I understand it, as far back as March. So, you know, months before Caylee ever went missing.
To Dr. Lisa Boesky, psychologist and author of When to Worry, what does that say to you, doctor?
Well, clearly most 20-somethings are not on websites looking for missing children. So the fact that she was on there makes me wonder, was she looking at what is kind of a real story when kids disappear, so that when she does what she's going to do with Caylee, she can make it look like a quote-unquote disappearance?
What do you make of that to Leonard Padilla, bounty hunter out of Sacramento, California? Leonard?
Well, let me tell you, Casey's really a study. When you look at everything that's come out...
Hey, you know, Leonard, we've got a lot to go through, so tell me something I don't already know.
Okay,
right?
I'll tell you this. Casey is a whiz at coming up with ideas, and most of them are lying ideas, much like the Zenaida situation.
Here she is. I thought it was May, but, you know, Petromo's right. It goes all the way back to March, where she is online looking up missing children websites, and then suddenly, boom, in June, her child goes missing. Leonard?
You're right. And the thing, let me explain something to you. If you go on your computer, you will find that Zenaida's car looks exactly like a Kia. Excuse me, the car that she described Zenaida having, that Ford Focus, looks like a Kia. And Zenaida has a Kia that she drives. So when she was driving around the Sawgrass Apartments that day, she had Tony's Jeep. On the 17th, she was driving Tony's Jeep. And that's when she spotted Zenaida in a Kia, but she thought it was a Ford Focus. So she immediately jumped on that and said, hey, Zenaida Gonzalez driving a 2008 Ford Focus.
We are taking your calls live. Bombshell discoveries revealed in hundreds of documents released by police, including Mom Casey Anthony actually surfing the web to missing children websites just days and weeks before her own child goes missing. Not only that, we learn where cops focus in on Cindy Anthony confronting her about changing her story. Take a listen.
We can't say, listen, I can't stand there in front of a newscast with you and say, everything that you've told so far is the same thing that we have been saying all along. Because I can't say that you changed it. And that's changing the focus from Caylee. Our ultimate goal is to find Caylee. We're going to do everything we can. We've been doing everything we can to find Caylee. I need you on my side.
I want to be on your side. I told you that from day one. Why do you think George and I let you have free reign?
I understand.
When we tried to give you stuff, no one wanted to take it. I think that Zanny, at this point, was a real person in the beginning, but I think Zanny is now whoever's watching Caylee. In my mind,
Transferred the responsibility.
the name, yes. So I think she refers to, I believe...
Do you think we're spinning our wheels looking for a Zanny?
I'm not sure. But I have two theories, and I'll share that with you. I think Zanny could either be Amy or Jesse at this point.
Out to Drew Petromo with WDBO. We finally hear grandmother Cindy Anthony revealing who she believes Zenaida Gonzalez is. In essence, there is no Zenaida Gonzalez. Even her own mother says so. She asserts the theory that it's code name for whoever's taking care of little Caylee at that moment.
Right. And the other thing, she also, you know, put some blame and some suspicion that she's had on her ex-fiance, Jesse Grund, saying that she's always thought that he was suspicious. She talks about some incidents that some confrontations that they had where he treated her rudely in her mind. And, you know, she says that she's always had him in her mind as being suspect number one.
As a matter of fact, take a listen.
I went day by day with Jesse, and he's got a lot of discrepancies. In fact, I wrote down everything as he was talking to me, and he changed the story 2 and 3 times. It was an 18-minute conversation on June 27th that he had with Casey, that she invited him out to Fusions to cheer him up. He told me it was June 27th, and I was writing it as he's talking, and I said, you sure June 27th? He goes, absolutely. It was that Friday that we went out. And I says, well, you talked to her for 18 minutes. Did you hear Caylee in the background? Did you talk about Caylee? He goes, yeah, I asked her where she was, and she said she was with the babysitter at the beach.